Hi, it's Apostle Ross Solomon again, Ross Solomon's YouTube channel. And if you hear that noise, that's my fan. I wanted to talk to y'all about the RV, the DINAR. Those of you that have been following me since 2012, 2013, and 2014, 2015, especially Brother Johnny, because Brother Johnny I think started following me 2014. But a lot of y'all should remember the prophecy I gave y'all in 2015 when I was living in Jersey on my old channel, that the Lord said when all HELL breaks loose around the world, especially in the Middle East, that would be the sign that the RV dinar would be coming soon. Now, this is not financial advice, nor am I saying that it's going to happen this year. I'm just going by what God said. And I was talking to God, and I was like, Daddy, you said this. And then remember, he gave me a prophecy. I saw a vision. It was 2018, 2019. And I told y'all, I don't think it's on this channel anymore because a lot of my videos have been taken down. But no, it was on my old channel because I left and came back November 2019. I told y'all that Israel was going to make a big mistake and strike Iran, and they would regret it. Well, we're at that stage now where it's looking like Israel may strike Iran, and they may regret it. I know a lot of y'all remember that prophecy. And remember in 2015, I had a vision, and it might be in my prophecy book because my prophecy book came out in 2015. Then I revised it in 2018. So these prophecies may be in there. The one that's on Barnes and Nobles. It's a red and black book with my picture on it. I saw in 2015, I saw Iran with iron gates around them, real high. They had built a fortress around themselves, and God said it represented their nuke weapons, right? So we're starting to see these prophecies unfold. And I remember God said, when we see Israel in war and them talking about coming against Iran, and America coming against Iran, and then Iran going against Iraq, because the United States is going to use Iraq to try and bomb Iran. This was what God was telling me about the dream I had in 2015. And it's looking like it's coming to pass because I was reading where Israel might strike Iran, and they may use Afghanistan. I mean, not Afghanistan, Iraq to do it. And then it said that Iran said that if that happens, then they're going to strike Iran. And I was like, God, this was the visions I had like 2015, 10 years ago. And they should be in my prophecy book, Past, Present, and Future, from 2012 to 2022, I think, on Barnes and Nobles. It's on the 5th page. If you put in Apostle Ross Solomon books on Barnes and Nobles, click the 5th page, you'll see it. It's a red and black book with my picture on it. It's in there. So, guys, here we are 10 years later, and these prophecies are being fulfilled that God gave me and showed me in a vision. I wish I had those videos from my old channel, but I wasn't thinking, and I was so emotional back then. I just took the whole channel down. See, I know how to handle my emotions now. I write books about it. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come on here and remind y'all. I mean, I don't know when the RV is going to happen, but, and then remember Kim Clement's prophecy? He said the Dow Jones would be like 20,000 or something, and the Dow Jones is dropping, and then all these different countries are halting their stock markets, or they're halting shorts. We've never seen this in our day. I think one country, they did it 16 years ago. But all these other countries, I don't think they have done it in decades, if any, right? And like I told y'all in my video I made earlier, Daddy said that, I asked Daddy, I said, Daddy, we're like in that 2008.com. He said like 50%. Do you know, a couple hours later after I put that out, people on the news are saying we're like kind of like the 2008.com. What? And then Daddy said the real estate was next, and to pray to him that you have money to buy some property. You know, so I pray for all of us that God want us to buy property, a house, businesses, radio station, TV station, whatever the case is, that we all be loaded up to be able to buy these things and invest, you know, and bring the kingdom. But I just wanted to come in here and tell you that because those prophecies are coming to pass. So all HELL's breaking loose, Iran's doing what it's doing, Israel, these prophecies that God gave me in dreams 10 years ago is actually coming to pass. So we could see a RV value. I'm not saying it can happen this year or next year, but it seems like it's around the corner because of these things that's happening. So, you know, my advice to you is don't get scared and get rid of your stuff, you know, pray to God for strength to hodl and hold on. You know, and like I told y'all, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, that God said something was going to happen, and a lot of people was going to get out of the crypto and stock and regret it. And then I told y'all last year for the word for this year that we would see a market crash between March and April, and here we are in April and it's happening. But remember, we prayed. Now I still have faith that April's gonna turn out to be a better month for us. I'm feeling my spirit the last 2 weeks of this month might turn out to be better for us as far as the market. Not guaranteeing it, but I feel it. And y'all know when I feel stuff in my spirit, it comes to pass. Plus, we did a nice prayer last week, and I believe that God will honor us. You know, and then remember, God said from March 14th to up to 90 days, the market was going to soar. So we got April, May, June. So like June, July. And I told y'all that last year that God said June, July, and August would be good months for the crypto. You know what I mean? So it looks like the prophecies and the timelines that God has been giving me and the visions over the past 10 years up until this point is starting to come to pass. I mean, it's really it's really shocking me, you know, how things are really coming to pass. And then a couple of hours ago, I gave you the word that God said there's going to be countries that want to do 0 to 0 tariff. Well, I said Germany. I saw Germany and Taiwan was one of them. Well, Germany has extended it to President Trump 0 for 0. Then I was hearing in the news another country. So y'all, it's going to be quite a few countries that's going to want to go 0 for 0. But it's up to Trump who want to do it. So pray that our president will do it. I seen him negotiating. I gave y'all that vision last week, and people and the leaders was happy with him. So he may go with it 0 for 0. You know, so these prophecies that Daddy's giving me in visions, they're really coming to pass fast. All right. So, you know, just keep praying, you know, and pray Trump agrees, you know, with these things. And I'm looking forward to see what he's going to say. I mean, like the next time he speak, he may not say it, but he's going to speak. He's going to say something that's going to turn things around. And these negotiations they're going to be doing. All right. And it may seem really bad right now, but you know, they're actually resetting our monetary system. People aren't realizing that. They're like boycotting and all this stuff and riding all over the place on April 5th. But they're not realizing that the monetary system is being reset because, guys, in order for a new system to come in, the old system must come down. And I told y'all last year that they were going to take the monetary system down and bring a new one. And how else can they do that but crashing the markets, crashing crypto, collapses all over the place? And China economy's collapsing. I told you it was. So the only way for them to bring in a new monetary system is to crash the old one, and it's going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt. People are going to suffer. They're going to get laid off. But when the old monetary system is finished being crashing, then the new one is built. They already have the new monetary system. They already have it in place. So as soon as this finish and they start to do the new way of things will start going up. By the summer months, people probably gonna be praising Trump. Especially the people in the crypto and stock and gold and silver, you know. And you never know, Bitcoin may become the world reserve money. You know, Bitcoin may outperform the dollar. And y'all remember that vision I had 2 years ago that Bitcoin was going to decouple itself from the altcoins and stuff. So we might see that too. You know what I mean? You know, and the Lord had told me, I was asking him what's the best thing, you know, excuse me, to invest in, you know, now that the market's crashing. And I don't know why he calls them swamp coins. I was like, Daddy, they're Mimi coins. He calls them swamp coins. So I asked him what was like the best thing, because I had a little extra money to invest in since the market is going down, because I feel like it's going shopping with 90% off. And God said, although the coins will come back swing heavy, he said swamp coins. So, you know, I looked into a couple of swamp coins and put a little bit of money in them, you know, but they're Mimi coins. You know what I mean? Listen, guys, bad idea has 8 zeros. What? Oh my goodness. Just 2 years ago it had 4. And Pepe on base has 7. And just couple of months ago, it had 4. Man, these are at such discount rates, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I think Sheena is like $200 for $1 billion. And then you got Sheila, I think it's like $50-$60 for $1 billion. Then you got Luna. What is it? $50 for $1 million. That ZBCN is on sale. That XCN it's a little on sale, but not that much. Jasmine's on sale. Sheeb's on sale. Oh, even XLM is on sale. I was finally able to get a little bit of that because I couldn't get none because it was so high. But I was able to get a little bit of that. And look at XRP. It had dropped to $1.76. Now it's $1.90. You know, I was hoping it go to $1 because it would be easy to get some, but I don't think it's gonna go to $1. I really don't. I really don't. And I believe that these prices in the market aren't gonna be here too long. I think the market's gonna start going back up mid-month. And mid-month, I think is what, next Monday, 15th. So I'm feeling in my spirit from the 15th, you know, on the market, it's gonna start going back up. But I think it's really gonna start soaring like in June, July, August. So, you know, a lot of people are gonna be regretting selling. They're gonna be regretting because it's gonna be hard to get back in, you know. So stay encouraged in the Lord. Know He got us, and it's gonna be all right. And God knew these things was coming, you know. And take the opportunity to get you a little something, something. You know, praying and ask that. It don't. All you need is a couple $100. Put 50 here, 25. I mean, these coins are so doggone cheap. It was one coin I bought for $50. Which coin was that? I forget. The base Pepe. I think I spent $100 and I got 2 billion or 3 billion, right? Was that right, Daddy? Yeah, I think it was 2 billion I got for $100 on the base Pepe. Yeah. And then I put like $25 in bad idea, and I think I got like $1 billion and something. So that's how cheap they are. So you know what? If you ain't getting a slice of the pie, something wrong with you. You don't need a lot of money because these coins are that cheap. Only one you need a lot of money for is Bitcoin. And, you know, and I'm not flying that way. You know, even Ethereum went down to 1,400. I saw it hit 1,000 or 1,100. And I saw Bitcoin hit 77,000 and it did 3 times. What? All right. So just stay encouraged and know that it's going to be all right. And there's going to be millionaires in the making. Shalom.